This little device right here, my friends, is called an EBow. And this little beast will take your electric guitar into new dimensions that you never even thought possible. So stick around and I'll explain what I'm talking about. Hello friends, I'm Mike Ofka and welcome back to the studio. This video I want to talk about this really cool device called an EBow. Now a lot of you guitar geeks out there already know the voodoo magic that this thing is capable of, but I want to talk to you a little bit more in depth about how I use it in some of my productions here at the studio, and maybe it can give you some inspiration and maybe give you a few ideas to try. So let's dig into it. But first I just want to mention that I have a lot of other videos on my channel that have to do with other topics like vacations, backpacking, trips, and camping. Feel free to browse around the channel and look at the playlists. Maybe you'll find something cool that interests you. Anyway, I appreciate that you're here and I appreciate you watching. Remember to like and subscribe. So, as I said in the beginning of the video, this is an EBow, and I'll just explain what it is very briefly. It is a magnetic resonance device with an on-off switch right here, and it has two modes. There is a standard mode which resonates the pure note that you're aiming for, and there's a harmonic mode which generates harmonics and can alternate octaves and give you some really cool sounds. So I'll just really quickly demonstrate what this sounds like for you. Check it out. So what's happening is I have two channels right here with a light in the middle in between. So what I'm doing is I'm resting those channels on the surrounding strings of my target string, and the light is pointed directly at my target string that I want to fret. And as soon as you get close to the pickups, the string starts to vibrate, and it'll vibrate forever as long as you want it to. Alright, so at that point all you have to do is move your left hand around to change the note. You can do things like bend the notes up to make it sound really epic. Can give it some vibrato. You can also create chords with it by overdubbing tracks, something like this. This device is primarily used for electric guitar, but you can also use it on acoustic guitar if it has a magnetic pickup in it, or bass guitar. And as you'll see right here, my friend Gary Jacob plays EBow on his pedal steel, which was just the coolest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. So to give you an example of how I might use this in a production, I'll pull up a song that I've been working on here in the studio. Again, this is the band HALFWHEEL. I've mentioned them in other videos. I'll put their link in the description and on the screen below. Make sure you check them out and show them some love. But I actually used the EBow in one of their songs in the third verse. So I'll try to recreate what I played on their track right now for you. So I'm not going to give the whole song away, but that gives you just a little taste of how you might use an EBow for an ambient background part. It's a great tool for that kind of a thing, or if you're just looking for some extra weirdness to put in the song for headphone candy, just whip this out, throw a delay or a reverb on it, just experiment and get creative with it. So these things are only $100, and it might be the best $100 you've ever spent for your guitar. Now these things are used all the time on major artist releases, bands like Pink Floyd. Gosh, I could list probably a dozen, but maybe there's a few I haven't heard of that you have heard of. So if you can think of any songs that have used an EBow, feel free to put the name and artist in the description below. It might be fun to check those out. So thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Mike Ofka. I'm the owner of Innovation Studios. I'm going to be trying to post these music production related videos at least once a week for you. So make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Have a great week.